Every time you give in to masturbation, especially compulsive or porn-induced, you're renewing a contract. It's not written on paper, but it's etched into your nervous system. A contract between your higher self and your lower self, between your divine potential and your fleeting pleasures. A contract that trades clarity for confusion, confidence for shame, and power for passivity. It's time to break the contract. This isn't about moralizing or shaming you. This is about power, your personal, creative, spiritual, and masculine power. Every drop you release is a choice, not just a biological act, but an energetic exchange, a decision to remain bound by the invisible chains of dopamine slavery, or to reclaim your inner kinghood. Let's face it, modern masturbation, especially when paired with porn, is not about real pleasure. It's escape. It's a shortcut, a numbing agent for deeper wounds, unmet needs, and unfaced truths. You're not self-loving in those moments. You're self-abandoning. You're handing your focus to pixels, your imagination to scripts, your essence to fantasy. The dopamine hit you get is fleeting, a flash of fireworks in the night sky of your soul. But what follows? Guilt, fatigue, fog, regret. You've been promised pleasure, but you've inherited emptiness. This is a deceptive nature of this contract. It keeps giving you just enough to come back, but never enough to be whole. The currency of masculinity. Semen is not just fluid, it is essence. It is your blueprint. In ancient traditions, it is called ajas, virya, or life force. It's the raw material of creativity, vitality, and spiritual strength. It's what builds your bones, sharpens your mind, deepens your voice, and ignites your ambition. When you masturbate excessively, especially to porn, you're spending this currency. Like a rich man who becomes poor through reckless spending, a man who ejaculates without purpose becomes energetically bankrupt. His eyes dim, his posture collapses, his confidence erodes, his drive disappears. Women may feel this. The world certainly does. There's a loss of magnetism, of mystery, of masculine presence. That quiet, potent force that doesn't need to speak loudly, because it radiates, becomes muted. Why? Because the contract has been signed over and over. Masturbation has become a drain on your throne. If you feel trapped, you're not alone. This habit works in loops. Stimulus, response, reward, guilt, resolve, relapse. Again and again. It feels like a cycle you can't break. And it's designed that way. Porn is not innocent. It's engineered to hijack your brain. Colors, sounds, novelty, endless scrolling. You're not choosing it. It's choosing you. This cycle turns you from a conscious man into a reactive boy. You don't move from desire. You move from compulsion. That's not power. That's slavery in digital disguise. But here's the truth. You're not addicted to masturbation. You're addicted to escaping responsibility. You're addicted to avoiding your greatness. You're addicted to comfort. And comfort is a graveyard where kings are buried. Breaking the contract. Step 1, awareness. The first step in breaking the contract is seeing it, not just intellectually, but viscerally. When you're about to engage in a habit, pause and feel what's happening. What are you escaping? What triggered this urge? What emotions are rising in your body? Bring a flashlight to the shadows. Awareness weakens compulsion. When you watch the habit instead of being possessed by it, you start regaining the reins. Keep a journal. Log every urge. Log every relapse. Log how you feel. Not to judge yourself, but to understand the pattern. Every contract is built on agreements. Awareness helps you break those unconscious agreements. Breaking the contract. Step 2, reclaim your energy. Energy that's not channeled becomes chaotic. Your sexual energy is not evil. It's sacred, but it must be directed. When it's not directed into purpose, mission, or creation, it stagnates and demands expression. That's when masturbation calls. The key is transmutation. Learn to use that energy. Hit the gym. Let the fire become muscle. Build a business. Let the urge become drive. Learn a skill. Let the tension become focus. Write, speak, create. Let the lust become art. The more you express your energy upward, the less it will drag you downward. You're not here to waste seat on screens. You're here to build kingdoms with it. Breaking the contract. Step 3, master the mind. The battlefield is between your ears. Every relapse begins as a thought. Every victory is won in the silence of mental discipline. Train your mind like a warrior. Meditate daily. Even 10 minutes of sitting with your breath rewires your brain. Affirm your identity. Remind yourself, I am not a slave to impulse. I am a vessel of power. Visualize your future self. See the man you will become when you master your urges. Mind mastery is not optional. It is the sword that cuts through the illusion. Masturbation thrives in fog. Clarity kills it. Breaking the contract. Step 4, get ruthless about triggers. Your environment shapes your habits. If your phone is your gateway to porn, your phone is your enemy. If isolation is your trigger, build connection. If boredom drives you to the act, fill your time with purpose. Delete porn. Install blockers. Put your phone in another room at night. Don't argue with temptation. Destroy its access points. Build a fortress around your focus. You can't break the contract if you keep sitting at the negotiation table. Shut the table down. Burn the pen. Walk away. Breaking the contract. Step 5, create brotherhood. Most men try to fight this alone. That's why most men fail. You were never meant to fight in isolation. You're meant to stand in brotherhood. Find other men on the same path. Talk openly. Share your wins and losses. Accountability changes everything. When you speak your truth, shame dissolves. Imagine a tribe of men who've broken the contract, risen above addiction, and are now radiating sexual power and purpose. That tribe exists. You're meant to join it. Start by being honest with at least one brother. The rewards of liberation. When you break the contract, something magical happens. You don't just stop a habit. You reclaim a kingdom. Your eyes shine with confidence. Your voice deepens with authority. Your mind sharpens with clarity. Your body becomes magnetic. Your spirit rises. You no longer chase women. They feel you. You no longer seek validation. You embody it. You no longer fantasize. You manifest. This is not hype. This is biology and spirituality aligned. Your energy begins to overflow. You walk taller. You breathe deeper. You laugh louder. You attract without effort. You lead without shouting. You become a man who radiates retention. A word on relapse. You might fall. That's okay. But don't stay down. Don't romanticize the failure. Don't make it your identity. Every time you fall, learn, ask, what triggered me? What lie did I believe? What truth will I choose next time? Each fall can either be a step back or a step deeper into awareness. Choose the latter. Break the contract again and again until the pattern breaks for good. You're not weak. You're just untrained. And training begins now. You were born for power. Masturbation is not your destiny. Weakness is not your story. You were not born to be a dopamine puppet. You were born to be a leader, a warrior, a creator, a man of spiritual fire. The world does not need more pleasure-chasing men. The world needs disciplined, radiant, grounded men. Men who said NO to the lower self, so they can say yes to their divine purpose. So break the contract. Rip it. Burn it. Rise from the ashes. And reclaim your crown. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this video. Join our Telegram channel where we share a common purpose to exhort one another